So we're with the CEO of Brightstar, Rob Jupp. Always a pleasure to have you here, Rob.
Thank you.
How are you finding the show so far?
Well, it's early days. There's not many hours that have gone past, but the attendee list looks pretty good. There's a lot of activity, a lot of hubbub out there. So I think ask me that at the end of the day. I'm sure it'll be a positive outcome.
Now, you recently rebranded.
Indeed.
What's the broker's thoughts been on that? Has it been well received?
Well, our business has increased quite considerably. So yeah, I think you can generally tell a story by the increase in business. But we were quite aggressive with the amount of focus groups we did beforehand. So one of the big groups were our target audience, clearly, and we wanted to make sure that the message we were giving was the message that they got, that they understood, that they felt part of and they can engage with. So the whole concept of hashtag made easy is a real defining statement that what we want to do as a business is we want to make the whole process of specialist lending that much easier. So we've got a way to achieve that aim. I think that's an ongoing objective, but I think so far so good. We're really pleased.
Good. Now, when it comes to Brightstar, you're very much a regular at these types of events. How important is it for the visibility of brands to be at the likes of the FSE?
I think it's a very difficult question to answer. I mean, we talk about ROI, our return of investment, and it's almost impossible to get an accurate gauge on exactly what return you get from this. If it's just amount of extra deals, does it become cost neutral? No, you actually make some money. But I think that the big thing for us is trying to just show real leadership there and making sure wherever these sort of events go, whichever part of the country we're at them, we're a national business. We want to do more business in the north of England, and this allows us as a bit of a roadshow to go and speak to people we wouldn't probably have had the opportunity to meet before. So we wouldn't still be doing it if there wasn't some return back on the investment that we've made. But as you've seen today, we've gone a bit over the line. We've got big banners and floor tiles and all the rest of it. So we take these events really seriously, and we like to get our brand out there as best we can. Yeah,
you've got a real presence here, which is great.
Yeah.
With regards to further steps that could be taken to educate and inform the brokers about specialist lending, in your opinion, what steps could they be?
It's a good question. I think the sector has done a really good job in the last 12 months of upskilling a lot of advisors' knowledge. The issue we've got is, the amount of advisors are going to increase exponentially over the months and years ahead. So it's not just dealing with the advisor group, the cohort that we've got, it's making sure a lot of the new guys that come in the industry, that are outside of the industry at the moment, have a really good sound knowledge, so that when they've got a client that's not typical, not average, not vanilla, they understand there's some really good options, and making sure that they choose the right option and that the client gets the best scheme for the cheapest rate and the best terms for them. So the community's done a really good job. There's been lots of road shows, and most of us have got business development managers that go out and see people now. Events like this really do help, and I think we have to be even more active in the media, in the trade press, video blogs, the whole broad spectrum of media at our disposal. But 12 months ago, we were in a much worse place than we are now, and I'd suspect in 12 months' time, if you asked me the same question, we would have progressed again.
So how do you think future regulation will affect the industry going forward?
I think regulation never makes the industry bad. It improves it all the time. We should fear nothing. The regulator is a pretty engaging regulator in my experience. They work with the sector really, really well. They're always consulting and understanding where the opportunities are, and it will continue to change. But as advisors, as intermediaries, we just need to keep diversifying our businesses and roll with those changes when it happens.
Do you think the likes of the high street lenders are a significant barrier when it comes to the expansion of the kind of specialist market, or not?
If they could get involved in the specialist market, the market would get near to its natural place in its natural size, and I don't think that will happen anytime soon. I think they've got limited capital, they've got very safe places where they want to lend their money to, and they would not deem as a specialist market as being that, which is really sad, because actually the dynamics of the specialist market will tick all their boxes and give them a higher margin. So no, we are reliant currently, not on mainstream lenders at all. We're reliant on the challenger banks, we're reliant on small building societies, brave, courageous, new organisations, new banks coming into the UK, the mainstream banks will have no value for us for a few years, I feel, sadly.
Well, thanks for your thoughts. Thank you for joining me,
pleasure.
and
Nice to see you.
enjoy the rest of the day.
Yes, thank
All right,
you.
thanks,
Cheers.
Rob.